Hey everyone, it's Kyle with the Case and Kyle team at Royal LePage, and today we are going to look at the market update for the month of November, comparing 2021 to 2022. Let's jump into the numbers. All right, starting in Hamilton, we saw the average sale price go from $834,000 down by 8.9% to $760,000. So very consistent. This is the fourth month in a row where we've seen the average sale price stay very stable in Hamilton. And we saw the months of inventory go from 0.5 up to 3.1. Now we're going to look at Burlington. We saw the average sale price go from $1,183,000 down by 17.7% to $973,000. Now this is quite a large drop. We've actually seen month over month the price came down 11%. This is larger than what we've seen in Hamilton and what we're going to actually also see in Oakville, where those two cities are pretty similar. So I personally believe this is just more of a blip over the month over month, but we'll have to see what happens in December to see if it's something that continues or it adjusts back to where the other cities are as well. We saw the months of inventory go from 0.4 up to 2.8. Finishing off in Oakville, we saw the average sale price go from $1,610,000 down by 8.8% to $1,469,000. So very much like Hamilton, it's right around the 8 or 9% where it's come down. But the biggest driving factor of the decrease month over month in Oakville is that we actually saw the condo sale price, average sale price drop further than the freehold properties. So this was the driving force behind the decrease month over month. But we're actually pretty much at the same spot we were back in May in Oakville. The months of inventory went from 0.5 to 2.7, and this is the fourth month in a row where we've actually seen the months of inventory in Oakville drop. But they're very minor drops. So we're seeing in all three cities, they're all hovering right around 3 months of inventory. So what do all these numbers really mean? Well, there's a few things that you have to keep in mind when we're looking at these numbers. First thing is that we are at the end of year here in November, and we see the same thing in December, is that generally on a typical year, there's fewer number of sales. But we're also seeing that again on December 7th, so really recently, we saw another interest rate hike of 50 basis points, which is still getting a lot of people to sit on the sidelines. So as a whole, the number of sales are down, and this really hinders the market and doesn't really give you necessarily always an accurate picture of what is happening. So for example, what we've seen in Hamilton is that the prices since May have for the most part stayed fairly stable and have had only slight fluctuations. Where in Oakville and Burlington over the last few months, we've actually seen those go up and down to different degrees. But what we can see, so if you look at Hamilton, in the month of November, there was 422 sales. In Burlington, there was 141, and in Oakville, there was 119. So they're much smaller sample sizes, so they're more prone to fluctuate month over month. So what this all means is that we have to be very careful in analyzing each city month over month or year over year, because sometimes in individual months, we can see something that looks quite a bit different than other places. For example, Burlington. So what I've noticed in the market, as well as from looking at the numbers, is that for the most part, we've actually seen the prices stay stable basically since May. We've seen them come down a little further, but there hasn't been as much of a drop as a lot of people thought. And with interest rates starting to stabilize and not continue to rise at such a rapid pace, I think we're going to see in the new year the prices stable out and more people coming back into the market. And that's your market update for the month of November. Be sure to hit that like button, hit subscribe and the notification bell so that you can stay up to date on all future market updates, and I will talk to you next time.